Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Max, aka Laser Squid YT. Sorry for changing my name. I just needed something that was shorter so I could put it in the games that I play so it makes sense when I play games. Also, quick reminder, I want you to go follow me on Twitch. I actually had to make a new Twitch account so it could match my account. So it is LaserSquid21. Here, I'll just get it up for you right now. Right here, LaserSquid21. I'll have the link in the description, but yeah. So, what is this video about? Well, I told you last week we'd probably do a game, but I actually ended up watching a movie that day that I posted the video called Raya and the Last Dragon, and I wanted to talk about it. So, I came up with a lot, and so here we go. The plot and its easy pacing is our first topic, mostly because Raya and the Last Dragon has super predictable writing. Now, to be fair, it's a Disney movie, and there's a lot of time crunches with quarantine and all this stuff going on, and I understand that, but that does not excuse them doing lazy writing. I mean, it's paced well. The pacing is perfect. I like how we don't spend too long in an area, but we don't spend too long in an area, but I feel like some areas we don't spend too little. Like, we spend way too little time in one of the places, because there's these places. The places are amazing, and I like how it's fleshed out and the setting is pretty beautiful. But one thing I don't like is about this is that we spend too little in certain areas and too long in others. So there's fang, talon, spine, and tail, and heart. And we spend a lot of time in spine. No, it's tail. We don't spend that much time in tail, which is like this marketplace. It's super awesome. I think you should be seeing it right now. It's very nice. I really like it. I like this idea of this area. So what I think is most awesome is one of the coolest things is how fleshed out everything is and how well the story is. Another thing I like, because right now I'm not going too heavy on spoilers, is how they'll plot a plan, and then they'll, when they go to, I'm just gonna say right now, spoiler warning right now. Everything I said before this is not a spoiler warning. I mean, that's just generalization of the world, the settings, the characters. Right now, this is spoiler territory. And the first thing with spoiler territory is I like how all the characters seem like they'd actually be a real person. One thing I do not like is I like Sisu the dragon. What is he called? She's like one of those anthropomorphic sidekicks who's always supposed to say something funny, but they always don't end up saying something funny. That's what I feel like is her. Yeah, so Raya and the Last Dragon is pretty good in that regard. The characters are all nice. The fishing boy, he's awesome. I like him a lot. The baby with the monkeys, they're okay, I guess? They're not as good as, other sidekicks who don't talk. There's a lot of sidekicks that don't talk in the movies. I don't know why they add those. They just do. Or they make some kind of sound, and it's like the baby and the monkeys are kind of like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, except they're lazy and they're not even good. They're not written well. I like the Spine scene where they go to Spine expecting to just battle everyone. They get captured, and it turns out it's just this one guy who's lost everything to the Droon, which the Droon are the villains. They suck the life out of you and turn you to stone. And I think that's it's very smart writing that there's only going to be one guy in Spine, because they live in the mountains and the Droon hate water. That's the only thing they hate. They hate the dragon orb and they hate water. This is just a generalization of this movie, though. I'm not gonna go too in depth, but so let's move on to the next plot point. What I like, I just explained what I like. What I don't like is Sisu's writing and some other characters' writing. Something I hate is Namari. I hate her so much. Not only is she supposed to be a villain, but she changes sides, but then she doesn't. Like, I'm being serious. She changes sides, trying to help them, and then she kills Sisu. Straight up just shoots her with a crossbow. And then but like, while they're putting together the orb, it's all about trust, and so Raya trusts her to put it back together, which is BS because she does not deserve a character arc. What I think a lot of these Disney movies suffer from, especially Raya and the Last Dragon, and like, what's a good example? Like maybe Frozen 2. Not Frozen 2. Frozen 2 doesn't suffer from this that much. But certain movies, Big Hero 6 is one of them, and Raya and the Last Dragon, suffer from the runtime. Honestly, I would love if Disney would just pull Hunger Games all the time and make part twos. So that way in the first movie they can set up the world, set up the settings, set up everything and the characters and get half of the story done. And then for the second movie, you get the rest of the story done, and then you can also put tons of exposition in there. Now, another problem you're probably thinking is, Squid, but then you only have half a movie. Good point. But that's either, do you want to watch a 3-hour movie, or do you want to watch an hour and a half movie with another half-hour movie? That's only 2 hours, not 3 hours. Like, that's the thing. Also, Fang is pretty cool, I guess. It's weird. This movie is okay, I guess. The setting and the stories visuals. The setting is amazing. I like how it's this big world. I do think it's pretty unbelievable that it took her 6 years to go to every river, since the entire world is just rivers. And for her to be like, let's say she's like 20, she'd have to be 14 in the beginning of the movie, but she does not look 14. So that's weird. So the landscapes of the movie are very good. That is another thing I like. The score is actually really good. I actually liked the score for once. If you don't know what score means, the music. I like that a lot. It's pretty good. What's another thing that I really like about this movie? I'm trying to figure it out because it's been a while since I watched it, so I'm trying to remember. I think it's kind of weird how Sisu can turn from a dragon to a human, and also why is she tiny? Why did the other dragons pick her? It's all like, this happened because it happened. This explains this happened because that happened, and it happened because it happened. That's what this movie feels like to me. The ending, I really don't like the ending. If Sisu stayed dead, that would have impacted this movie a lot more. But I mean, it's a kids movie. It's Disney. You can't kill off a character in a kids movie. The kids won't buy the toys if you kill off the character. Well, let's go on to the ranking, where I rank this movie. So we got S tier. Let's go to a tier maker real quick. Let's go to tier maker. Never mind. But tier make so we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier. And it's solid C tier. Solid, it's high C tier, probably low B tier. It's not as good as some other S tier movies, which I will cover later in the later. I don't know when, later. So that's basically what I think about this movie. Is it's C tier, it's B tier. If you like MacGuffin quests, it's just a regular MacGuffin quest. You have to find the pieces to make, and then you have to find the pieces, put them together, and it makes this thing work. So that's basically what it is. That's pretty much what it is. Just a basic MacGuffin quest with some okay writing, some half decent jokes, and some okay characters. Not all of them are okay. I like Raya. Raya's dad does bring viewpoints good to I like how they set up the world, but other than that, yeah. That's pretty much it. That's all all this movie has going for it. My final thoughts is if you want to watch this movie, I recommend going ahead. Is it worth the $30 you have to pay for on Disney Plus? No, just wait a couple months before you watch it, so you can watch it for just your $5 per subscription for Disney Plus. I watched it for free because I have a streaming service called Plex. But other than that, no, you should not buy this movie right now. You should wait till it becomes free for just your regular Disney Plus subscription. Other than that, yeah, if you want to go watch this movie, you can. If you enjoyed this movie, good for you. I'm happy that you could find enjoyment in this type of movie. Most of the time, I don't really like these types of movies, but as long as you can find happiness in a movie, I'm all for that. Just as always, make sure to go follow me on Twitch. Like and subscribe this video. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe and comment what movie or video game you want me to cover next. Next week, I will either be covering Rage 2, which is a game I'm trying to complete right now, or I will be covering The Mandalorian with my first ever guest on this show. So, as always, this has been Max, aka Laser Squid, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and